What's up, everybody? I just finished another Give Yourself Goosebumps book. This is in the special edition series. This is Trick or Trapped. Right off the bat, I really enjoy this cover. I love the little jack-o'-lantern. I love the little ghost. The monster on the front is pretty cool, but that's not what he looks like in the book. In the book, he is described as this lion, half-man thing. I love the sky on this. The sky is very underrated. I wish they had more of a picture of the sky with little bats flying in the air and all. Yeah, the story itself is about you going trick-or-treating. You just finished all your homework and all this. You're rushing out to go trick-or-treating to meet with some friends, and you run into this kid named Nathan on the way. Nathan is this guy that goes to your school. He's a little nerdy, and he tells you about this place that you can get like a lot of candy. And you decide to, take his word for it, go see what it is, and then, join back with your friends. The place that he's talking about is inside this fenced-in area with like 5 houses, and then this one big house that overlooks all of them. The little houses, there is red, blue, orange, yellow, and green, I think. I think there's 5, and then plus the big houses. The big house. So the red house has a storyline, and you can actually get good endings without having to even go to the big house, and that's pretty cool. Like, I got a lot of good endings, like the first couple of tries in this book, and yeah. The red house is the first one. It leads you to this Halloween party with like a Santa Claus. There's goblins, elves, ghosts. You could dance with the ghost, and there's a pirate that gets jealous. There's vampires hiding out in I think it's like a janitor's closet or something. The blue house takes you to this like doppelganger family that is a little weird, is all I'm gonna say. And this book, that storyline's really easy to spoil because there's like, it's literally not very long. None of these are really that long, except maybe the red house one. The red house one was pretty long. Not that long though. Yeah, the blue house could have been elaborated a little bit more. Because you don't really know what this family is at the end. I mean, you kind of do, I guess, but not much. You don't know much about it, is what I'm trying to say. You got the yellow house. The yellow house takes you to this like winter wonderland thing where, believe it or not, there's a polar bear that can drive an airplane. And yeah, that's that. I don't even know. Matter of fact, I will say this. There's a lot of storylines in this book that just doesn't make any sense. Like, there's like literally when you're trying to escape it from the mansion part, you go into this like laundry chute, and it actually takes you to a jungle, and it makes no sense. There is scenes that takes you to like a Santa Claus place, and like where you like climb out of a bed being crushed, like when you go to take a nap at your family's house, and you end up at the running into Santa Claus just like out in the blue. He's not even in the Winter Wonderland thing. So yeah. Where was I? The orange house takes you to this scientist, and he has a pet gorilla named Samson. And the greenhouse is this guy that's like a dentist slash weird baker. And that's essentially the small houses. I don't think I missed any of those. If I did, I'm sorry. Though after you're supposed to beat these stories, and then it leads you to the mansion or whatever. And inside the mansion, there is a plot twist that tells you like why all this is happening. Like all not the little houses, but all of the all of the like what the thing is inside the mansion. And it's pretty cool. I like the explanation for that, and I like the reason, like who created this monster and why. I thought that was pretty cool. But other than that, this book was just kind of it was okay. There's like endings in this book that like I literally had to go back and reread because it was like I don't didn't even remember if I got there because they're so similar to the other endings. Navigation in this book was ridiculously hard. I had like 4 bookmarks in this book at one time, and usually I don't have to do that, but these special editions are really a pain. I actually read One Night in Pain House a few years ago, and I feel like I missed like a few endings in there, so I'll probably have to reread that. But yeah, this book was okay. Not amazing, or anything like that. The one of the biggest complaints I'll have about this book is it's trick or trap, so it's like a Halloween themed book. There's really not that much Halloween stuff. There's a costume party, and um, there's like a lot of stuff dealing with candy. But other than that, this book is just, it could have been just any Give Yourself Goosebumps. There's a jack-o'-lantern on the front cover. There's like no mention of a jack-o'-lantern in here. And jack-o'-lanterns, usually when you have a Halloween book, you gotta mention at least 1 or 2 jack-o'-lanterns. But yeah, this book, if I had to rate it on a 5 stars basis, I'd probably give this a 3 out of 5 stars. It was okay. I saw a lot of people that just didn't like this book, and I didn't hate it. You know, usually 2 out of 5 stars is something like, or not necessarily hate, but it just has like maybe a couple of redeeming qualities, you know. And this is kind of leaning more toward the 2 out of 5 stars, but I'm gonna give it a 3 because it was there was some intrigue when it came to the houses and stuff, and I thought it was fine. Like there are some good endings in here. One of my favorite endings is actually got spoiled for me, and it has to do with Santa Claus. It has nothing to do with the Halloween thing. So yeah, but yeah, this book was fine. I think it was okay. I will say this book is one of the rare books in the series. I don't remember where I got mine from. I've had it for a long time. It looks like an ex-library edition, so I'm thinking I got it off of eBay, or maybe I've had it for like a long time. Maybe even before. I think I had this before I even really started collecting, like hardcore collecting. And yeah, I will say I've seen this book go for like $200, $300, and stuff like that. Even if you're like a big collector, just wait. You'll find it somewhere. Um, like I said, I got lucky when I found mine. Blessed to have it. Um, but it's not worth no $200, no $300. So take my word for it. Do not go out there and spend that much on this. Just, keep your eyes open. Go to thrift stores. You'll never know what you run into. I know it's difficult out there if you're a collector just starting out, but trust me, there's ways to get these books that doesn't cost that much. And especially if this book isn't worth it. Yeah, so yeah, aside from that, this book I give it a 3 out of 5 stars. I don't think there's anything else there is to say about this book. It was just fine. Um, a little lackluster, but good enough, I guess. Not the worst Give Yourself Goosebumps book that I've read. Um, but yeah, 3 out of 5 stars for me. What did you guys think about this book? Please let me know in the comments below. Thank you. Bye bye.